What is good? Diamond Dynasty, baby. Y'all already know what's going on in this video today. Man, as you guys can tell by the title of the video, what we're going to be reacting to today, man. Shout out to The Truth Is. He just dropped a video on the rituals, all right, exposed and highly weird. Let's get into it. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Tell a friend to they ain't your mama, to their Uncle Joey, Stella Ho. Let's get right into the video, man. Let's get it.
I have heard of many claims of celebrities being put through humiliation rituals. When I first discovered the term, I spent some time looking into it, trying to determine if there was any truth to it. Since I didn't find anything credible, I started to believe humiliation rituals weren't a thing. I thought it was just something made up by the internet to explain strange things celebrities did. Like I mentioned a few videos back in the Hollywood White Party video, I have recently started changing my mind on the idea. See, I have been doing research into fraternities and their rituals, finding a link between them and Freemasonry. What people don't know is that fraternities were actually created and modeled after Freemasonry, with many of them being created by actual high-degree Masons, like the fraternity Omega Psi Phi, which was created by the Prince Hall Freemason Frank Coleman. Many famous celebrities have been a part of this fraternity, like Bill Cosby and Michael Jordan. Omega Psi Phi is a perfect example of the Freemasons' influence when it comes to fraternities. Some of their rituals and practices comes directly from Masonry. One thing fraternities are known for doing is putting new members through a hazing ritual. I don't know why, I didn't look into this before. A hazing ritual is a humiliation ritual. The purpose of a hazing ritual is to humiliate the person being initiated, to put the new member through the same embarrassing moment other members had to go through, creating a bond, and also providing something that can be held over the new member's head.
Facts.
Since I know the
Blackmail.
Masons inspired and basically created most fraternities, I wondered, do the Masons have a hazing ritual themselves? I started searching to see if I can find instances of hazing ever being done in Masonic lodges. After doing some searching, I discovered the answer to this was actually yes. Masonic lodges do perform some sort of hazing ritual. While researching, I came across a website for the Sacramento Scottish Rite Lodge,
of course
where an article that was written by one of the members confesses to hazing rituals being a part of Masonry. In the article, he wrote, I attended a Masonic conference where the use of what some Masonic presenters deem hazing was illustrated from European rituals and from the Masonic rituals of old manuscripts. There was a question as to what was the reason for having activities resembling hazing in Masonic ritual, and why were they so prevalent in the past and still more popular outside of the USA. These Masonic presenters, who are the top Masonic scholars in American Masonry, seemed themselves puzzled over the inclusion of the hazing element of the ritual. In this article, open as day, a Mason confessed that hazing rituals or humiliation rituals are a real thing. More importantly, he admits it still takes place in lodges and it comes directly from the old manuscript of Masonry, meaning hazing humiliation rituals have been a part of Masonry for a long time.
Of course.
Now, for those that commented that humiliation rituals were real, you guys can comment "I told you so" below, because you were indeed correct, and I can humbly admit I missed this information when looking into it. I kept looking for Masonic humiliation rituals and nothing was coming up. All I had to do was swap out the word humiliation with the word hazing, and I started to see results. The Mason, just like many fraternities, perform humiliation rituals in secrecy. The Skull and Bones are one of those fraternities made by Freemasons that adopt Masonic rituals, one being the hazing initiation ritual. The Skull and Bones, just like Omega Psi Phi, was created by a Freemason by the name of Alfonso Taft, the father of President William Howard Taft. The Skull and Bones put their members through all types of humiliation rituals as they climb up in degrees. While looking into the Masonic hazing ritual, I found an instance when things went too far during the ritual, and the ritual led to dire consequences. According to this New York Times report, back on March 10, 2004, in the upstate New York Lodge number 493, a humiliation ritual went terribly wrong. A member was being initiated to a secret Masonic club called the Fellow Craft Club. The humiliation ritual consisted of a higher degree Mason scaring a new member by using a prop weapon that shot blanks. The member would then realize it was a prop, but only after he was humiliated in front of the entire lodge. In this instance, the member that was joining was instructed to sit on a chair, while a higher degree Mason stood 20 feet away from him, aiming a prop at the man that is supposed to be loaded with blanks. Strangely, for whatever reason during the ritual, the older Mason wasn't holding a prop, but a real piece with real ammo. The older Mason then aimed
just like the Joker
at the guy on the chair and let go at him, and he was taken out on the spot. Unsurprisingly, Albert Ed, who was in charge of the ritual, didn't face any charges.
Of course
after
not.
Suffolk County Police declared the whole situation an accident.
Of course.
I think there's way more.
And that's what people don't understand. Like, people be like, oh, why don't you call the police? No, nigga, the police are in on it too. In every industry, right? Every employment, at the top is the Freemasons, right? They own everything. They have their hands in everything, every industry, right? So, no, you can't go to the police because the police are in cahoots, right? It's messed up, but that's just how it goes, y'all. You know, allegedly.
To this story, and I feel we should do a whole deep dive into this incident alone, as it left me with many questions. If you guys want to see that, comment expose humiliation rituals below. If I see enough of you comment this, then I'll make sure to get it done as soon as possible. This incident alone is more proof that the Freemasons have and are still doing hazing humiliation rituals. One thing that we have identified on this channel is that the Freemasons own Hollywood and the music industry. We can spot countless evidence proving the Masons are in control of the entertainment industry.
Of everything.
We know the industry operates off Masonic.
It's not just the entertainment industry, it's everything. They're at the top of everything that is successful, y'all. Everything. Everything? Everything.
Masonic ideologies. And these celebrities took the Masonic oath. So now, when we look at some instances that clearly appear to be humiliation rituals in Hollywood, we can understand why they happen. These celebrities are either being initiated or climbing in degrees, so they have to participate in hazing humiliation rituals. We're going to take a look at a few instances of humiliation rituals in the industry. Humiliation rituals have been going on in Hollywood since the very beginning. Some of these instances you guys should remember, like the first instance we're going to be talking about, the Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson halftime performance. Back in 2004, Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson were performing during the halftime show, live for an audience of over 140 million people. During the performance, the world was shown a bit more than expected, when Justin, out of nowhere, pulled off parts of Janet's top, and the world got a peek at her chest. Hollywood was calling...
That nigga was looking hard, too. Yeah, creep.
In this instance, a wardrobe
nah, I don't blame him.
malfunction. While the...
And Janet fine.
When Justin, out of nowhere, pulled off parts of Janet's top, and the world got a peek at her chest. Hollywood was calling this instance a wardrobe malfunction, while the world couldn't believe this happened on live TV. Since the moment it happened, people felt this entire thing was just a stunt, orchestrated by the two for attention. But to those that study the occult, they felt that this was a humiliation ritual. I have done a video on Justin Timberlake showing that he is a Masonic puppet, and I also found evidence proving that Janet took the same Masonic oath as well. I believe the situation wasn't at all...
You have to, in order to be in the industry. I feel like some people think that you could just slip through the cracks. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a booty hole and you could just slip through the crack. You know, like, no, you can't. Like, no. If you want to be down and you want to be in the industry, you got to prove yourself, right? And you got to do humiliation rituals. You got to do rituals in general. All of this is alleged, guys. Alleged, right? That's what we think is happening. But, you know, like... You got to do something strange for a little piece of change. You got to be down with whatever their program is. So, yeah, it's no surprise that JT and Miss Janet Jackson especially is, you know, a part of them. Anybody who is in the industry has to be a part of them. It is what it is, guys. Hate to break it to you.
But a hazing humiliation ritual done for the world to see. Both Justin and Janet's career went on to the next level after this situation happened. The world shamed and mocked Janet, but it was all a part of this ritual.
Did they really?
Another instance around this time that people refer to as a humiliation ritual is the whole Britney Spears breakdown. Many people think that Britney shaving her head was a humiliation ritual, but in reality, her breakdown is definitely connected to MK Ultra.
I was just about to say that. I don't think that was nothing to do with like a humiliation ritual. You know, I think she was just going insane from the MK Ultra. Either it was a breakdown or something like that she was going through, man.
As Britney has basically exposed this herself by saying she was kept on medications to control her. In my opinion, I don't think Britney...
Sounds like what Kanye said.
...herself by saying she was kept on medications to control her. In my opinion, I don't think Britney shaving her head was connected to a humiliation ritual. Another popular Hollywood moment that was a humiliation ritual was the Kanye West and Taylor Swift incident. Back in 2009, during the VMA Awards, the world was shocked when Kanye West walked up on stage while Taylor Swift was giving her acceptance speech after winning the Best Video award. Kanye ripped the mic out of Taylor's hand and proceeded to tell her how her award should have gone to Beyonce, as she had one of the best videos of all time. This instance, just like the Janet and Justin situation, shocked the world, as Taylor was humiliated in front of the masses. This was a humiliation ritual, as Taylor's career only continued to climb from there on, eventually reaching the tippity top of the music industry. Taylor was being initiated in front of the world, as she had taken the oath and she was chosen. Just like Janet and Justin, Taylor and Kanye are both occultists who took the Masonic oath. These humiliation rituals are all over Hollywood. The artist Freddie P actually came out and admitted that he was forced to do humiliation rituals while he was on Diddy's Making the Band. In this interview on Doggy Dynasty...
Y'all remember, one of the biggest humiliation rituals was walking miles and miles and miles to get a grown-ass man some cheesecake while he berated y'all and talked shit about y'all and treated y'all like y'all were dirt under his shoe, right? That was one of the biggest humiliation rituals. Walking to get this grown-ass man a cheesecake like you his bitch or something, bruh. Did nobody even think about that one? There was several humiliation rituals that Diddy did to them and didn't give a fuck. Diddy was heartless when it came to that shit, bruh. Oh, you want to be a celebrity? You want to be the next band? And it's crazy because he would make money off of them, profit off of them, and then toss them away. Discard the fucking group, right? So, y'all already know how Diddy is, though. Diddy doesn't give a shit about anybody but himself.
TV. Freddie P admits Diddy was making him do humiliation rituals. See,
imagine what Diddy had them doing off camera. If he was humiliating these people in the way that he was in front of everybody, on screen and on camera, imagine what type of rituals and humiliation they had to suffer behind the scenes, y'all. Imagine.
While Freddie P was on Making the Band, Diddy made him do embarrassing things to make the cut. Freddie P, not feeling the humiliation rituals, left the show and lost his shot in the industry.
The cheesecake thing, looking back.
Shout out to you. Freddie P. Oh, he brought up the cheesecake situation. Shout out to Freddie P, man. You didn't lose out on anything because you did not lose out on your soul, right? You kept your soul. So he was the one that actually came out with the W while everybody else lost themselves.
Show and lost his shot in the industry.
Over money and fame.
The cheesecake thing, looking back, what you think about that?
I mean, me, I would never do it to them. I would have never did it to them kids. I mean, you get what I'm saying? That's just my character, though. But
it's fucking fruit flies, man.
You gotta look at who you dealing with. You feel what I'm saying, man? It's cold sucker. You feel me? Like, you making people walk for cheesecake, wash cars, walk around Brooklyn at 6 in the morning, screaming Biggie verses loud. It's a lot of you remember.
Oh, it was stuff that we never saw y'all was doing.
Yeah, man. Like, people don't understand. People come back and talk to me. I'm like, bro, don't ever talk to me about no end of this show. Oh, I watched you. You wanted to go home. Bro, if you ever seen something on the show or something you didn't see, you know what I'm saying?
So now knowing, you know that was a humiliation ritual, right?
Huh?
You know that was a humiliation ritual, right?
Yeah. Now I'm older.
Yeah, that's
As you heard for yourself, Freddie P states that Diddy had him doing a bunch of humiliating things. And when Doggy Diamonds asked
y'all heard what he said too, off camera too,
him if he knew that these were humiliation rituals, Freddie P responded with a yes. Another artist put through a humiliation ritual was A$AP Rocky in 2011 when he showed up to 1-6 in Park wearing a dress. A$AP was mocked for this, but he was initiated into the next level, and his album would go on to solidify him after this. Now,
that boy got the sundress on, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Initiated into the next level, and his album would go on to solidify him after this. Now, A$AP Rocky has
he's a bad bitch, bro.
secured a spot in the industry and is now together with his billionaire baby mother, Rihanna. It is no surprise that A$AP Rocky openly shows he is an occultist.
He does.
Rocky
that
took the
video.
Masonic oath, and then he was put through a public humiliation ritual for the world to see. Wearing this dress was Rocky's public humiliation, and he did it with no issues to make it to the next level. Just like we saw with the rapper Young Thug. Young Thug, just like A$AP, went through the same humiliation ritual.
I don't know. Young Thug might be living his truth. You know what I'm saying? And if he is, shout out to Thugger. You know, I don't know if he's doing this for a humiliation ritual. I think that might be just his lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Did a lot of shit just to live this here lifestyle. And if that's the case, y'all already know I'm in full support of LGBTQ, LMNOP, QRST, you motherfucking V. Alright? So maybe he just living his lifestyle, y'all. You know? Hey.
When he was made to wear
it comes all too natural to him, man. You know?
A dress for an album cover. After Thug wore the dress a few times, he never did so again, but his career would eventually make it to the next level. Just like the rest of these artists we're talking about, we have proven Young Thug took the Masonic oath, as he has admitted to being a Mason out of his own mouth. The next artist put through a humiliation ritual we're going to be talking about was Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi, after having a successful music career, seemed to have disappeared in the 2010s. In 2015, it looked like Kid Cudi's career was over, but he somehow made a comeback. By the start of the 2020s, Kid Cudi was back in the headlines after being forgotten for years. Kid Cudi, just like Young Thug and A$AP Rocky, would be put through a humiliation ritual in 2021
he got this
when
dress
he showed
on?
up
Wow.
to SNL wearing a dress. Ever since this,
and it's not even a sexy dress either. It's like a Little House on the Prairie type of dress. That's humiliation. I'm not even gonna lie.
Cudi has been back in the mainstream and has managed to successfully transition to acting, being a part of the new House Party movie recently released. Just like Thug and Rocky, Kid Cudi took the same Masonic oath. Another celebrity that was going to be put through humiliation ritual was Dave Chappelle. Back in the 2000s, when Dave Chappelle was...
They tried to make this man wear a dress, and he left the country on their ass. He was not having it. I always have respect for Dave Chappelle for refusing that shit, man. You know, he just wasn't with it. He wasn't with the Martin Lawrence, Kevin Hart, Chris Tucker ass shit, you know, where they was trying to feminize these black men.
On top of the industry, out of nowhere, he disappeared. Years back, he would resurface doing an interview with Oprah, where he told Oprah they were trying to put him through a humiliation ritual. Dave Chappelle talks about how they were trying to make him wear a dress and do other compromising things that he didn't approve of. Because of this, Dave Chappelle abandoned his show and the industry, taking a plane ride all the way to Africa, not being seen for years.
These are your people trying to
manipulate me. It's like somebody's trying to put young Dave in a compromising position. Because then I got worse. So when I said I'm not going to do it, then all of a sudden it was like, well, now he is walking pneumonia. And then I knew long before I walked, I had considered walking. And I knew I was going to leave, so I got ahead of schedule, and I bounced. And I didn't tell anybody where I was going.
Smart.
The whole time, they're trying to convince me I'm insane. They were trying to get me to take psychotic medication.
To control
I'm not
you.
taking this medicine, man, because I know these people be trying to control you. Or maybe discredit you.
What
I
I
was
just
afraid,
said.
like, you know. Like, when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers got to wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. Man, this must be the wrong trailer because
It's a dress
there's a dress in here. They come in. It's the writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, hey, listen. You got this hilarious scene. Martin's sneaking out of jail, so he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress on, and what? Prostitute? Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion.
Standing on what he believes in. Standing on his morals. Not shifting his morals and beliefs for a check.
What? You don't feel comfortable with it. I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it. It really would be great if you wear the dress.
As you heard for yourself, Dave Chappelle exposed this humiliation ritual and admitted that many other celebrities are put through it. The Baby was another rapper who publicly put himself through a humiliation ritual for his success. The Baby was seen wearing diapers, embarrassing himself for fame.
Ain't no fucking
this
way.
instance showed how the Baby was willing to humiliate himself since the very beginning. The Baby is another artist that took the oath. The next artist that we're going to be talking about put through
I am flabbergasted, nigga.
a humiliation ritual was Meek Mill. As of recent, Meek Mill has been hanging around some billionaire elites. Ever since Meek Mill's release
Doing a
from
bunny
prison,
hop.
he has been hanging around his new billionaire friends, Robert Kraft and Michael Rubin. Michael Rubin actually helped Meek Mills get out of prison after he was arrested for popping a wheelie on his four-wheeler. What people are noticing is that Michael and Robert routinely make Meek Mill do embarrassing things for their amusement. Both Michael and Robert are billionaires who are truly a part of the elite, and they both helped Meek Mill get out of prison. And now it seems like Meek Mill became their lapdog. In this video, the billionaires had Meek Mill hopping around like a rabbit after losing a bet while they recorded it and posted it.
Looks like Meek Mill's cardio is pretty good though, you know?
Online. They were humiliating Meek on many occasions.
It's a nice little bunny hop, you know?
But Meek is okay with this.
Give him a 9 out of 10.
Because he knows it's the price he needs to pay to make it to the next level.
Oh,
a rapper that we
shit.
recently saw being put through a humiliation
Lil Baby.
ritual is no other than Little Baby.
Now I can admit that this could probably be a humiliation ritual, right? Like I said, just looking at the picture, okay. When I seen that other picture though, with old dude on his back and he looked surprised, that was a little worse than this one right here. Yes, he's in a man-witch, right? But this is a better situation. Well, I can't say it's a better situation. But this is a better picture than the man on his back and him looking surprised. But yeah, this could definitely be a humiliation ritual because a lot of people was on his ass like, what are you doing hugging up with these guys, you know? So I could definitely, yeah, I could say that. That could definitely be a humiliation ritual. Maybe that was the purpose. I don't know. I really don't know.
We spoke about Little Baby in the all-white party. As it appears, he has reached a crossing point in his career. Recently, it appeared that Little Baby was falling off, and the industry was done pushing him. All of a sudden, Little Baby is attempting...
Now, this one here is crazy. Not gonna lie. And when I reacted to, like, this whole situation, right? It is a situation, right? When I first reacted to this situation, the only picture that I saw was this first one right here. I didn't see this one. But I put this one after I did the video, edited the video, and all of that, and I was looking for a thumbnail. I've seen this picture too. Now this one is worse, in my opinion, than this one right here. Yes, he's in a man-witch in this one, but this one he looks totally off guard and surprised, and this dude looks like, oh, this is my lover. You know, oh, this is my lover, and we're on a vacay, and yeah, we're about to go scuba diving, or we're about to go like, what you call that shit, y'all? Jet skiing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like they're on a jet ski. And, you know, he got surprised. He didn't know that he was about to be holding on to. I don't know, guys. This definitely looks worse than the other picture. All right. When I seen this, I was just like, oh, man. Yeah, this definitely is giving humiliation ritual. I ain't gonna lie.
The billionaire all-white party, where he is being put through a humiliation ritual. Like we already spoke about, Little Baby was pictured being held by two men. One from the front and one from the back, all while Little Baby smiled. This photo was posted to social media, and Little Baby was now the new artist humiliated by these billionaire elite. Surprisingly, Little Baby was humiliated, but at the same time was given a huge opportunity partnering with Michael Rubin's company Merch Madness. They just gave Little Baby a massive opportunity, but at what cost? These members of the elite only chose to work with Little Baby after he proved himself and was initiated. We know that in order to be a star in Hollywood, you must first pay the price. If you want to be initiated, you have to take the oath and go through the rituals. We're going to keep seeing artists in compromising situations, as it's a part of their initiation or when they rise in degree.
What was that Rick Ross song, y'all? Yeah, so in his song So Sophisticated, he says several times, this the mob, so you gotta get initiated. All right? So he's basically telling y'all, you know, in order to live this life and in order to be down with the mob, you gotta get initiated. Ain't no way around it.
Please, ask yourself, is it...
This is crazy. Come on, baby. This is wild right here, bro. You got a grown-ass man in fucking Pampers. Pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. That's sickening, y'all.
Worth selling your
It's sickening what people will do for money, clout, and fame.
Soul to have the world. Compromising your morals for money and fame. I don't think it is, but to these people, it does seem like it is.
You look foolish. You can't even, and the fact of the matter is he's still trying to look hard with a fucking pamper on, dog.
For money and fame. I don't think it is, but to these people,
you can't act hard with a pamper on, my guy.
It does seem like
that's not how life works. All right, Guys, let me know how y'all feel in the comment section down below, man. This was a very interesting video. The truth is, really does a great job at putting these videos together, man. So if y'all have not already, make sure you guys go over to his channel. Go show him some love, all right? Let him know that the Diamond Life sent you. Go subscribe to his shit. Run his likes up. Comment down below on his videos and all of that. We got to support people who are putting out truth, right? And I'm not saying that everything is the truth, guys, right? This is a alleged type of video. It's allegedly, right? But I'm just saying, support people who are trying to help people. I'm going to just say that, all right? Make sure that you guys like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Tell a friend that today ain't your mama. Tell their Uncle Joey still a hoe. I will see you guys in the next motherfucking video. And I love y'all, man. Peace. We out, baby.